In one of my recent conversations with a senior marketing executive, I asked him what are the few things that you think that we should look out for in the early stages of a career, and his reply really was the cause of motivation of this video, because he said that you need to be beware of a lot of things, but it's of course the office politics that you must watch out for. Every person that you meet, you learn something from. Some will teach you what to do and others will not. So what are the kind of people that you should be wary of when you're in office, and what are the kind of people that you should definitely be friends with and even learn from when you're in office? In this video, I'll try to decode the 4 kinds of people that you should avoid when you're in office, and the 4 kinds of people that you should become and you should also aspire, or who can be like role models to you. So without any further ado, let's get to this. So the first kind of person or people that you need to look out for are the climbers. As the word implies, these are the people who will do anything to advance their goals. Outwardly, they will project and they will appear to be people who are morally upright, who have strong ethics, who have strong principles in place. But inwardly, the story would be the exact opposite. They are so focused on advancement, they are so focused on themselves that they will just run all over you. Their sentences will begin with the tone of something like I, me, myself, but it will never be about us. It will never be about our team. It will never be about what we can do together. So these are climbers, and these are definitely people that you need to look out for. The second person that you need to be wary of when you are in office are the hurdlers. These are the people that are going to use your back to propel themselves forward. They have a tremendous amount of desire and they just want to get on the next rung, and they will do anything to get ahead, including jumping over you. Oftentimes, these people attempt to throw their boss under the bus to remove a barrier to promotion, and they may attempt to put themselves ahead of you by using yours or someone else's ideas to promote themselves. So this is the second kind of people, hurdlers, that you need to look out for. Of course, there's a famous CEO of a company whose autobiography is something which has been done by Walter Isaacson, and the company is Apple, of course. And in one of the the tales that he tells us about Steve Jobs' life, a certain point has been made that he used to take credit for other people and their work and their ideas. So even if an idea, the innovative idea, wasn't his, he would still take the credit for that innovation, for that idea, as he put and implemented that in his company. So this kind of behavior is problematic, and definitely these are people that you need to be wary of. The third kind of people is something that we've all come across in our life. These are individuals who will ask you for help, they will ask you for advice, they want something from you, but when it comes time to reciprocate, they're not willing to do anything for you. So who are they? They are the takers. The world loves to take, nobody wants to give. And in this world, it's very difficult to find people who are givers but not takers. But take this video as an example of, the giver that you want to be and what you can give to this world. Never be a taker, because that is just, it's negative. And these are always people you need to be wary of, because they're always there to take something from you and never reciprocate that gesture back in return. The fourth kind of personality is check the box. Now, this is your run-of-the-mill average Joe who is going to do everything you have asked him to do. You're going to give him 10 tasks and he's going to check all of them off his list, and he's going to do everything as it has been told. But the problem with this kind of, person becomes that if you ask him to take up leadership positions, he would not be very interested in doing that kind of thing, because he would never be willing to push his boundaries, to think outside the box, and they just go beyond the assignment. So that task is it does not have any heart, does not have any soul. It's just, the work that they've been assigned that they're doing. They're just checking the box, being average, just doing that kind of thing. And over a period of time, this kind of behavior does become ineffective. So as opposed to people who are not, showcasing this trait, people who are more out there, they tend to be more effective. So yeah, these are the 4 kinds of people you need to avoid in office. And in the second part of this video, we're going to be discussing the 4 kinds of people that you do actually need to interact with, to look up to as role models, and to effectively build a healthy and a non-toxic community with. So the first person, of course, is the right role model. So these are going to be the people who are passionate about achieving results, who are passionate about getting work done, but they're interested in doing that in the right and the ethical manner. So unlike the hurdlers or the climbers, they're just not willing to be and look morally upright on the outside, but they're also people who are willing to take care of how the work is being done and achieve that through the right means. There's a famous, and this is one of the few philosophies that Mahatma Gandhi has, and I love getting his ideas into, my theories and into my videos. And, at a certain point in time, he said something like that it's not just the, ends that you're trying to achieve that matter, but it's also the means. This idea is completely in opposition to what Machiavelli says, who says that means are not important, right? But the ends are. Mahatma Gandhi was the opposite person, and he said that, the means of achieving the goal, the end product, the goal, are as important as the ends. Right? So this means that the process of doing anything has to be ethical, and you always have to look for these kind of people in your office who are doing things the right way, who are not just taking credit for your work, who are not just who have an open mind. They listen to problems, they on being asked tough questions, they are willing to give you the right answers. So so definitely work with these kind of people. And this is also a great way of building a successful organization, right? Like if people are happy, if all kinds of negative politics and negative things aren't coming into play, then that's a great way of building a successful organization where the employees are happier, the employed people are happier, the salaried employees are happier, the employers are also happier, the team members are happy, everyone's happy, right? Because no one's taking credit for anyone's work and everyone focuses on the means. Like, it's the ideal scenario, right, when you're at work. So always look for these people. They are absolutely the right role models. The second thing that you can do, and what this world anyway lacks enough of, is being a giver. Okay, there's like a famous saying, and this is something that my parents have been telling me every day. The more you give, the more you get. Maybe not right away, but definitely in the long run. And at least this is what the premise of karma is, right? I'm not saying that, karma and destiny and all of those things always come into play, but this is just something that, is more than just a proverbial saying. This is something that if you implement in your life will just help you become a better person, will also help the community or the people around you to see you as a better person, and for them to also be better people towards you. So definitely, being a giver and having that kind of energy and doing it for people, going out of the way, helping people, doing all of that is definitely will help you climb up the ladder as well. You will definitely come across people who are takers, who are climbers, who are hurdlers, but don't let that kind of energy stop you from being the better person, right? And always get known for your actions and not just your words. So if you're saying that you're a giver, you have to implement that, and we want to see how that is being, how the action is turning out. So yeah, that's the thing. The third thing is find a community of givers. I have never seen this idea getting better implemented than in the scheme of self-help groups that we have at very local level villages in India. How even if it's a single person's loan, everyone in the group is coming together to pay a certain amount, right? And Finding a community of givers definitely works for you, works for the community, works for everyone, right? So connect with people who are like that, befriend them. A team that cares for and looks out for others will always be more successful and achieve success in the long run, as opposed to a team who will not. Again, there is a proverbial saying which goes by, if you want to reach your destination faster, then take fewer people. But if you want to last longer and be more successful, then take everyone together, and it's the weakest person in the group that goes first, that leads the group. So this is the idea which is, behind a lot of successful organizations, which look out for the weakest sections and are not just about, the fittest in the jungle or the strongest person leading the group, right? So, and this is an idea which has proven to be more successful. The last thing is care. Everyone wants to, we love, as humans, we love, being cared for, but nobody wants to care, right? So, but caring is still an individual choice. If you care about your co-workers, if you care about your people, if you care about your clients, your company, your job, the more passionate you are about, caring, the more passionate you are about all of these things and all of these people, the better you will become as a person. Your influence will improve, you will improve, and things around you will start to just work in your favor. And this is something which is like a tried and tested idea. This is not just something which is coming off, my head, or just to, put content in this video, but this is something which genuinely works. If you want to have a good influence, you have to, look for gaps, become the person that can lead others, right? And the best way of leading others is to not just be a passive listener, is to not just be somebody who's very inactive, but rather it is to, be actively there, actively care for people, even people who are, doing wrong to you, like the takers, the hurdlers, the climbers, even doing good by them, because that will leave you with a good influence and will help you improve as a person, and the world sees that difference. Again, there is a quote by Mahatma Gandhi which says, become the change you want to see in the world, and nothing resonates more with, this idea of care than that proverb does. So yeah, and always remember that, caring is a personal choice. This is something that you can choose to not do. This is something that you can choose to not control. A lot of people I know tell me that, we don't want to care because the world around us has been so horrid, has been so horrible. Nobody has ever cared about us. So why should we give back that energy to people where we are, caring about them? So guys, again, it doesn't matter how bad people have been to you. It's about how good you can be to them, right? Because you are the example, you are the change that's going to lead them, and, be the change you want to see in the world. Like, that's all I have to say for this. And it's a personal choice, and it's a choice that you should definitely make. So that's it. So I hope this video was useful for you. I think now you have some idea about what are the kind of people that you should avoid, red flags, and what are the kind of people that you should befriend, which are going to help you in your personal growth, in your professional growth, and what is the kind of person that you can become through all of this. Can you become better? Yes. And if you can, then that's amazing, that's great for you, because the kind of energy you put into this world is the kind of energy that's coming back to you, right? So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and like, and leave your comments down below. Like, what do you think of this? Do you think this is right